Most of what leftist legal interpretation is based on is this false notion that the United States fought World War II in order to defeat fascism. It's based on the idea that the United States saw fascism was on the rise, so we decided to declare war on fascism and snuff it out wherever it popped up its ugly head. But the thing is, fascism it came into existence in the 1920s under Mussolini in Italy. The United States did not declare war on Mussolini's Italy. If we were in the business of smashing fascism, we would have destroyed Italy before the Great Depression hit. Germany became fascist in the mold of Mussolini's Italy, of course, a lot more radical. And the United States did not declare war on Germany. We did not go and snuff out fascism before World War II started. In fact, you know why we declared war on Germany?
Well, it's because we were kind of bombed out of nowhere on December 7th, 1941 by Japan, which was aligned with Germany and Italy. They formed the Axis powers. And subsequently, of course, we declared war on Japan, and then Germany followed up by declaring war on us.
Correct. We declared war on Germany because they declared war on us first. It was a defensive action. We didn't go on offense to go snuff out fascism. Defeating fascism was the same as defeating, I believe it was Hirohito. He was the emperor of Japan.
Imperialism is basically if Japan, and you could argue, the exact tenets of whether or not it was fascist or not, but Japan fundamentally was imperialist at the time.
Yes, and that would be like saying that we fought in Japan to defeat imperialism. No, we didn't care.
It's definitely not. Certainly, as indicated by our actions in Latin America in the 1980s, we did not defeat imperialism at all.
But we didn't care that they were an imperial power. That wasn't what bothered us. What bothered us is that they bombed Pearl Harbor.
They kind of killed 3,000 of our people. Which,
yes.
Yeah.
And just like
you don't not go to war at that point. At that point, even the anti-war, like America First Committee and Charles Lindbergh and all them, even they were like, okay, let's get rid of them.
Exactly. Yeah. But if you follow the Lincoln Project's mentality on this, then the only reason that the United States military exists is to go slay monsters around the world. So if we see a country that we can claim as fascist, we have an obligation to go do to them what we did to Hitler's Germany. But you mentioned one of the comments said that Stalin is smiling from his grave right now in that video.
Yep.
But this was the actual view of a lot of Americans who were far left. They viewed World War II as a fight to snuff out fascism. They didn't see it as a war for nationalism. Most American soldiers, they went to war because they were fighting for their country against Germany, who had declared war on us and who was allied with the nation that attacked us.
Right.
But Howard Zinn was actually a World War II veteran. He fought for his country. But in his mind,
he wasn't a turncoat or something?
No. Well, you got to remember, in his mind, he wasn't fighting for nationalism. He wasn't fighting for America. He was fighting against fascism. He was fighting for the same reasons that the Soviets were fighting. So in his mind, he was going to give his all in the fight against fascism. And he of course, ended up writing the most influential history in the entire United States, the people's history of the United States, which influences our university and secondary education to this day. But this idea isn't new. Like this idea among the Marxists, among the Soviet sympathizers in America's ranks during World War II, this is what they thought they were fighting for, was to destroy fascism, destroy authoritarianism, whereas the majority of Americans at the time saw it as a war for national survival and a war to basically for the English-speaking peoples of the world to avoid domination by Germany.
Also, admittedly, a war of retribution, because obviously we were attacked.
Yes, of course. A war of retribution, kind of the same way that we're fighting against Afghanistan.
The war on terror, yeah.